Good morning, students. So we are going through the chapter Diversity in Living Organism. Today I am going to explain you about the last topic of this chapter, that is nomenclature. So nomenclature means the scientific naming of any organism. So you can write the definition from here. Nomenclature is the system of assigning different scientific names or assigning the different scientific names to the organism listed in any classification. Or you know, students, that in different, the people living in the different areas, different regions, they use their different languages, and for the same organism, the peoples of different regions are saying the different names for the same organism. So different names are there for different organisms, no, because languages are different. So if we are so the scientists decide to give the proper name, or you can say that to give the scientific name to a organism. So this nomenclature, or you can say the binomial nomenclature, is being derived for giving the different scientific names for the specific organism. So students, write binomial nomenclature. What is binomial classification? Binomial, bi means two. Two names are there. Binomial classification. The system of scientific naming. The system of scientific naming or nomenclature that we used today is known as binomial nomenclature. Okay. So next, it is comprised of two words. As the name is telling, binomial. So it comprised of two words. So the first words represent it. You can write it comprised of two words. First word represents the genus, whereas second word represent species, genus. Okay, so it comprises of two words. First represents the genus and second represents the species, or you can say the genus as generic name, or you can say this the specific name. Okay, so the system of nomenclature was first introduced by the system of nomenclature is first used by the scientist name, or you can say the first introduced by the scientist name is Carolus. All of you remember this name, Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, so this binomial nomenclature was given by first Carolus Linnaeus. So the scientific name of an organism is thus unique. It is used to identify if you are anywhere in the world, the same organism can be called as the same name all over the world. So the rules and naming for writing the scientific names are, just I am explaining. So students, all of you write the rules and norms for writing the scientific name. So what are the rules? I'm just explaining you. The name of the genus begins with the capital letter. The name of the genus is begin with capital letter. You can say this like frog. We used to write the frog as, for example, you are writing the scientific name of frog is Rana tigrina, right? So you will write the first name of genus. Genus means the first word is always in capital letter. Means Rana is in capital letter. And the second word is of species. Species will start from the small letter. So like frog, the scientific name of frog is Rana tigrina. So R will be capital. And the second word that is of species, that will be small. Okay. So write the name of the species begins with the second. The name of the species begins with small letter. Okay. So here example you can write this is genus and this is species. So first letter will start with capital letter. Sorry, the first word will start with capital letter and the second word will start with small letter. That is species. This is genus. So next is when printed third, you have to remember all these rules. When printed the scientific name, when printed the scientific names are written in italics. Italic fonts are used while writing the name of scientific name when it is in printed format. Fourth and the last norm is the genus name and the species name have to be underlined separately. The genus name and the species name have to be underlined separately. Okay. When handwritten, when it's handwritten, when it's in printed format, the font should be of italics, and when it is handwritten, it will be underlined separately. Okay. So students, these are the norms and rules of writing the scientific names. Now I just want to tell you the example. Those are important. Those example you have to learn. You have to learn few examples with the scientific names. So students, here are some examples of the scientific names. You can learn these all names. Frog is Rana tigrina. The species, this is a genus and this is species. The first letter is capital and first letter of this word is capital and first letter of this word, that is species, that is small. Rana tigrina, lion is Panthera leo. Housefly, Musca domestica. Crow, Corvus splendens. Tiger, Panthera tigris. Neem, Azadirachta erecta indica. Rose, Rosa indica. And potato, Solanum tuberosum. Okay, so these examples all of you learn. And today we finished all the finished all the topics of this chapter. So go through all the topics of this chapter from the starting onwards. Then only you can prepare the whole chapter. Thank you for today's class.